Hello. Today we have a special guest. It is the fabulous, her favorite class, 5th period. Yay! And the bar. You can't see them, but that's okay. You don't need to anyways. There's also some people over there. Nolan? Okay. And Mandy. Where are you? Somewhere over here. Okay, well anyways, sorry, that made us nauseous. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start our new unit on quadratics. We're going to do some recalling first. We're going to review that y equals mx plus b, and that makes a straight line. Makes a straight line. It's also a linear function because it makes a straight line. If we remember parent functions, y equals x is the parent function. And if we go real far back in time, we might remember that sometimes y is also written as f of x equals x. Okay, those are the same things. So considering that information, let's look at y equals a squared plus bx plus c. This is what the last lesson we did in Unit 7. We used trinomials, and we had that coefficient in the front of the x squared term, and they were all in this form right here. What that is called a quadratic. It's a quadratic. And if you were to graph it, it's going to, if you put it into y equals whatever it is, it would make a parabola. If you don't know what a parabola is a line like this. It looks like a U, but it also could be turned to the side, either side. It could go down, but it's always going to have a curve. Okay, so that's a parabola. It's not linear. So the parent function of a quadratic is y equals x squared. That x squared term is really key there. If we were going to put that in f of x, we would say f of x equals x squared. Okay. So we're going to, we could graph this function in our calculators. And then we could use the y equals screen to complete our table. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to put that in our calculator. Let me run and get one. And I'm going to put it in y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 5. Okay. 2x squared minus 4x minus 5. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wyatt, have you been on my calculator again?
What did it say?
It said like game start menu. Something. And this one says return of the yeet. Okay, people, seriously. I'm about to return some yeets on some people. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work, but anyways, it's not as good of a calculator. Stop messing with the calculator screens, especially the graph screens.
Stop touching it.
You're making us have a really long lesson that could have been short.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Okay. Shh. Okay, hush. So 2x squared minus 4x minus 5. If I were to graph that, you see it makes a parabola. It's a really bad calculator, but it would make consistent parabola. So we're going to go through to our table. Whoops. Okay, and we could fill in the y part from using our table. If this is a better calculator, I'd be able to do that.
Yes. It's all your fault, Wyatt. Make sure to turn on the comments for this one.
Yeah. Okay. Minus 5. Okay, negative 5 at Oh wait, excuse me. That's not right. At negative 2, it's 11.
Ow.
Okay. At negative 2, it's 11. At negative 1, it's 1. At 0, it's negative 5. At 1, it's negative 7. And at 2, it's negative 5. And at 3, it's 1. Okay, so now we could plot this, and we could graph this parabola. So negative 2 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think it goes all the way to the top. Negative 1 and 1.
What's touching me?
Wait, negative 1 and 1 right here. Okay, and then 0, negative 5. And then 1 and negative 7. Right here. Just keep graphing these. Oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
I'm in a hurry, I'm sorry. And then 3 and 1. Okay, so, okay, there you go. There's the line, okay? We need to see where the turning point is. We call that the vertex. That's the turning point. That's where it starts to make the turn in the opposite direction. Okay? So the vertex, remember vertex starts with a V. It's the point of the V, the tip of the V. That's going to be at 1, negative 7. That's where this is. Okay? So you need to be able to tell me where the vertex is. Let's look on the second page right quick. Y'all aren't going anywhere. Have a seat. We're almost done. If we look on the second page, we're going to decide if they're linear or quadratic. So tomorrow I want you to write down these notes right quick, but we're going to be using the calculators. To figure that out. But I want you to write down the steps. And then tomorrow we can use the calculators to plug in these points in the table, and it will tell us, it will show us when we graph it if it's a straight line or if it's a parabola. If it's a straight line, it's linear. If it's a parabola, it's quadratic. So I'll see you tomorrow in class. Bye.